When you're doing, let's start with drum fills. You're doing drum fills, keep in mind they are not drum solos. They're not baby drum solos that you can do the coolest shit you could ever do every 4 beats. The transitions. Transitions into from the verse to the chorus to the bridge. Maybe not the bridge to the verse or the last chorus. If it's going to come down, you would do no fill and just leave some space. But the transitions, you're taking the idea of the verse or the intro to the verse, and you're helping those two things fit, the transition to it. You hear a lot of talk about bands, young bands especially. Their transitions from one part to another are not very good, or they seem thoughtless, if you could say that. You have to keep the idea that there's a groove and an idea and a rhythm and a flow to the song that you're playing. And if you come away from that, that's why the transitions are bad. That's why it's like you kind of get lost, like you don't know where it's going, and maybe falls apart, and then you feel like, oh my gosh. So keep in mind the feel of the tune, the groove that you're coming up with as you go into the next part. That should also be just an expansion of your original groove. There's big parts and there's little parts. There's medium parts, and then there's like the climax, and there's everything in between, and you think about that as you compose your drum parts for songs. The intro could be pretty in your face, and the verse could maybe come down, you change some sounds, you bring it way down. Then the first chorus you kind of make big, and then maybe you come back to the verse and you bring it down with a transitional fill into something a little bigger than the first verse, and then the second chorus is bigger, and then maybe there's a solo and you bash, and you come into the bridge and it's giant. You're filling, you're just bashing, and then it comes back into maybe one last verse and you just come out, you don't even play. Maybe the whole last measure, you just hit on one and just, and bring it down to this thing and then build it back up. That's what you're doing, you're giving it life. So that's what we're going to say about this one.